If you find yourself sensing that safety was never truly reliable, and that your very foundation felt unstable, stay here for a moment. Take a slow breath and arrive here. You do not need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. I feel like I never had a true safe place growing up. I feel like my environment was always changing or unstable. I felt like I could not rely on my caregiver to provide consistent safety. I felt like the person who was supposed to comfort me could also hurt me. I felt like I could not fully trust or relax into their care. I learned to push away comfort even when it was offered. I felt confused about what was safe and what was not. I feel like I never developed a true sense of safe space. I want to learn how to experience safety inside myself. I recognize these are all experiences and feelings arising within my awareness, and they are not the ultimate truth of who I am. Even though I feel like I never had a safe place and learned to push comfort away because it was confusing and unreliable, I deeply and completely accept myself and all these feelings as passing experiences in my awareness. Why couldn't they just be steady for me? I never knew what was going to happen next. It felt so scary to need someone who might hurt me. I learned it was safer to just not need anyone at all. Even when someone is kind now, a part of me doesn't trust it. I feel so alone inside, like I have to do everything by myself. Maybe if I was different, they would have wanted to keep me safe. I feel a deep ache in my chest when I think about home. I'm so tired of always being on guard. Notice how this feels in your body right now. I feel confused about what safety even means. It's like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, always. I feel angry that I had to be the one to manage everything. Breathe into the heaviness in your shoulders. I just want to disappear sometimes, so I don't have to feel this. I don't know how to let anyone in. Watching this feeling arise, I see it's just an old wave passing through. I feel a desperate sadness for the child who had no one to run to. It's exhausting, this constant searching for a safe place that doesn't exist. Let the body soften a little now. I feel a flicker of hope, and it scares me because hope hurts. I'm noticing the part of me that's observing all of this, just watching. It felt so impossible to relax, my body was always tight. I wanted so badly to be held, but I couldn't let myself be held. This feeling of unsafety is so heavy, it's like a blanket I can't take off. I can be here with this feeling of emptiness, without being swallowed by it. This experience of confusion is here, and I am also here, intact. I am aware of the pain, and my awareness itself remains steady and unharmed. Underlying beliefs. Perhaps I believe deep down that I am fundamentally unworthy of consistent care. It is possible that I learned to equate love with unpredictability and pain. I might believe that the only person I can truly rely on is myself. There may be a core belief that safety is something outside of me that I must constantly search for. It could be that I believe vulnerability is dangerous and leads to hurt. Possibly the emotional mechanism of hypervigilance became my primary protector, always scanning for threats to keep me safe. I may be playing out an old ego pattern of the self-sufficient loner, which once helped me survive, but now keeps me isolated. I recognize these are all patterns and beliefs formed from past experiences, and are not my true self. It could be that the outdated identity I built was that of the survivor who needs no one, a structure that served me then, but is now being outgrown as I long for true connection and safety. Adult self, gently turn toward your inner child. I'm so sorry to my inner child, who had to face an unpredictable and sometimes frightening world without a reliable anchor. I'm sorry you had to learn to push away comfort, because comfort was so often mixed with confusion or pain. I see how hard you tried to make sense of an environment that felt senseless, and I understand why you learned to stay on guard. Your feelings were a brilliant, necessary response to what was happening, and you are so safe now in my awareness. Inner child speaks. You see me, you really see how scared I was. It feels a little less heavy, knowing you're here watching with me. Adult speaks. I give you permission to heal from the old wounds of inconsistency. I give you permission to forgive yourself for the ways you learned to cope. I release any guilt and shame you carry from that time. I honor our journey together, every part of it. I love you. You are safe to let go and just be yourself now, because I am here always to protect you and remind you that these old feelings are just passing experiences, not your reality. Message from Higher Self. Now that we've felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. The search for a safe place outside yourself was a necessary journey, but the sanctuary you sought was always within you, waiting to be recognized. The instability you experienced was a chapter in your story, not the foundation of your being. Beneath it all, you have always been the unchanging, stable awareness in which all experiences come and go. That old belief that safety is unreliable was an illusion born of a specific time and place, and the truth is that your true self is an eternal, unshakable ground of peace that no external circumstance can ever touch. Thoughts of fear and feelings of unsafety are simply weather patterns in the vast sky of your consciousness, and you are the sky, not the storm. The ask. Inner child. I give myself permission to feel what it's like for my body to soften, just a little, right here in my chest, without anyone needing to do anything. I allow myself to simply notice the desire to be held, letting it be a gentle sensation in my belly, without reaching for it or pushing it away. Adult self. I am here, grounded and present, as my body experiments with taking one conscious breath while this old familiar tension arises. I choose to stay connected to myself, observing the urge to brace and feeling the ground beneath me, without needing this moment to be any different than it is. Higher self. I allow the felt sense of safety to emerge in its own time and form, trusting the body's innate wisdom to integrate this new experience organically. I release all control over how and when this unfolds, knowing that learning happens through lived, somatic experience, while my awareness remains the stable, peaceful witness. Bridge into your new reality. Before, my body would automatically tense in anticipation of instability, but now I notice moments where my breath flows more freely and my shoulders rest, independent of what is happening around me. Where there was once only a desperate, confused search for safety out there, I now sense a quiet, growing anchor of steadiness within my own awareness. While the old pattern was to brace against the unknown, I now feel a subtle curiosity about what it might feel like to let the moment simply be as it is. Reclaim your power. I now consciously choose to release the disempowering belief that I am alone and unsafe, and I embrace the wisdom that my inherent worth is the ground I stand on. From the clear, untouched place of the observer within me, I choose to fully engage with life, meeting each moment with the compassion and presence that are my natural birthright. Seeing it done. I imagine myself walking through my day with a quiet internal hum of steadiness. I see myself noticing a change in plans, and instead of a jolt of alarm, I feel a gentle curiosity and a grounded flexibility in my body. I am in my home, and I feel the walls not as a cage, but as a simple container for my peaceful, expansive self. I am with another person, and I feel a warm, easy trust, knowing that my safety is not dependent on their consistency, but radiates from within me. This new experience of reliable, internal safety feels so ordinary. It's just the background hum of my existence, and I am the stable, peaceful awareness watching it all. It is so natural and calming to feel my breath deepen as I move through my space, my body knowing it is home wherever I am. I feel a warm, golden light in my center that pulses with a gentle, steady rhythm, a constant companion that was always there, just waiting to be felt. There is a softness in my belly and a quiet in my mind as I realize the safety I longed for is not a place, but the living, breathing feeling of being myself. This way of feeling safe is not dramatic or new. It is simply a gentle, familiar hum in my body. It feels completely ordinary and natural to be steady, like taking my next breath. Now experience a new future. I'm in a room and I notice a flicker of uncertainty arise, just like it always used to. But this time, instead of my body bracing, I feel my feet on the floor, solid and real. My breath is slow, my belly is soft. I am not searching for an exit or scanning for a threat. I feel a gentle warmth spread across my chest as I simply observe the old thought, there is no safety here, arise. It floats by like a cloud, and I am the clear blue sky. My hands are relaxed in my lap. I notice the impulse to push away comfort, and instead I just let it be there, an old habit flexing but not taking over. I feel my adult self, steady and present, a calm hand on my own shoulder. A feeling of okayness trickles down my spine like a slow, warm waterfall. There is no urgency, no need to fix or escape. I am just here, breathing in this room, in my body. The flicker of uncertainty dissolves, having passed through the space of my awareness without finding any purchase. I feel a quiet, deep-seated satisfaction, a sense of ease. My body sighs, a long, slow sigh of relief. This is normal, this is safe, this is simply how I feel now. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath, feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There's nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.